Anger. What are you saying? You of all people should know what the elders of our families are planning on. We're going. I don't want to even think about anything else right now. The only reason why I'm even sightseeing right now is because I can't make the breakthrough to become a middle-stage soul warrior. I just wanted to clear my head for a while before I go back and focus again on my training without interference. Liu Meng interrupted him. Wow. You've already reached the middle stage soul warrior. I remember when we once broke through to the soul personage stage at the same time. It was only a year ago. I'm a middle stage soul personage now, but you've already improved that much. This time, Zhang Yang didn't bother to continue to fawn over Liu Meng so shamelessly as he was before. Instead, he could really only let out a gasp in shock. A look of scorn for Zhang Yang flashed across her eyes at that. Looking away to glance at the side of the street, she opened her mouth to speak. I'm not like some people who just idle about every day. Zhang Yang felt rather embarrassed by her words. Abandoning this line of conversation, Zhang Yang then looked up with a smile and pointed to a nearby street stall. Little sis. Liu Meng. There's a stall selling some tang yilu over there. Plenty of girls love to eat this. Since you've been focusing on your training, I'm sure you don't get to eat this a lot, do you? Let me get you a skewer. Striding straight on over after speaking, Zhang Yang took a skewer of tang yilu before walking back to Liu Meng's side. Despite the theft, the vendor was unwilling to look discontent. Instead, the vendor managed to force out an ingratiating smile onto his aged face. Curiously, Liu Meng took what was offered to her and gave it a look over. A pink tongue extended forth from her lips to lick at the frosting over it, eliciting a smile to appear on her lips. Her smile was so rare to Zhang Yang, like a plum blossom in the winter. He couldn't help but stare at her a little more from the side. And so the group continued to travel through the city's center with Zhang Yang continuing to buy several knickknacks and playthings from here and there for Liu Meng's pleasure. All of it was done in hope of winning yet another beautiful smile from her. They had only just passed by one of the more shadier alleyways when a rather absent-minded but shabbily clothed young man came stumbling out of it. Muttering incoherently to himself in a non-stop fashion, the youth seemed as if he hadn't even noticed the group of people on the streets. In this manner, he continued to stumble forwards, when all of a sudden, he slammed straight into Liu Meng. The appearance of this youth was very sudden, and Liu Meng had been at that time preoccupied with Zhang Yang's introducing her to a satin store nearby. She hadn't expected to have someone come crashing into her, and due to Bai Yunfei's state of confusion,